A lot of veterans assume that buying a home in San Diego is out of reach, prices are high, interest rates have changed, and there are a lot of questions about whether a VA loan still works in today's market. But the reality is, many veterans are sitting on one of the strongest home buying benefits available, and they may not be using it the right way. So in this video, I'm going to explain what veterans and active duty families need to know about using a VA loan in San Diego in 2026, including where it works best, the biggest mistakes to avoid, and one thing many buyers overlook that can completely change whether a property qualifies or not. Hello there, I'm Corey. I help families make smart real estate decisions here in San Diego. About 4.5 years ago, my family and I relocated to Chula Vista. So I understand what it's like to move here, compare communities, learn the neighborhoods, and figure out what your family actually fits. After more than 12 years in real estate, I've learned that the best decisions usually come from understanding the full picture before making a move. And for military families, that matters even more because your VA benefit is one of the most valuable tools you have. So today, let's talk about how to use it strategically here in San Diego. So why VA homes matter so much in San Diego. The VA loan was created to help eligible veterans and service members purchase a home with more flexibility. The VA itself does not lend the money. The private lender provides the loan, and the VA guarantees a portion of it. The guarantee gives lenders more confidence, which creates some important advantages for buyers. The first is the possibility of buying with zero down payment. And in San Diego, that can be a huge difference because one of the biggest challenges buyers face is not about the monthly payment. It's coming up with enough cash up front. A veteran buying a $900,000 home with a traditional loan may need a large down payment to compete. A qualified VA buyer may be able to purchase without putting money down. That doesn't mean zero down is always the best strategy. It means you have another option. And options are powerful, especially in an expensive market. Another major benefit, VA loans do not require private mortgage insurance. That can help reduce the monthly cost compared to other low down payment options. And before we talk about neighborhoods, there's one question I hear all the time. Can you actually buy a home in San Diego with the VA loan? The short answer is yes, of course. But the important question is not, can I use my VA loan? The better question is, can I use it strategically? For veterans with full entitlement, the loan limits are not the obstacle many people think they are. The biggest factor is qualifying comfortably for the payment. Your lender will still review things like income, credit card, debt, and your overall financial situation. The VA loan doesn't remove the need for a smart plan. It gives you a better tool. In San Diego, it's actually one of the best places in the country to understand VA financing. Why? Because this is a military community. We have a naval base in San Diego, MCAS in Miramar, MCRD San Diego, Naval Base Coronado, and Camp Pendleton just north of the county. Thousands of military families have purchased here using VA loans, so VA's financing is not unusual in this market, but there's still a misconception I want to address. Will sellers reject VA offers? One of the biggest myths I hear is sellers won't accept a VA offer. Well, that may be a concern in some markets, but in San Diego, it is different. VA buyers are common here. Most experienced agents understand the process. The key is not just having a VA loan. The key is having a strong offer. That means being properly pre-approved, working with a lender who understands VA requirements, making sure your agent knows how to position your offer. A prepared VA buyer can absolutely compete. The financing is only one piece of the offer. Now let's talk about where VA buyers are actually finding opportunities in San Diego. So where VA buyers are looking in San Diego. One of the things I like about San Diego is there isn't one perfect neighborhood. It depends on your base, your commute, your family, and your goals. For many families connected to the Naval Base San Diego, South Bay communities are popular. Chula Vista, East Lake, Otay Ranch are areas where military families consider. You can often find newer construction, more space, community amenities, and neighborhoods designed around family. For many active duty families, especially E5 through E7, that balance can make a lot of sense. You're looking at commute times, schools, monthly payment, and quality of life. Another area worth considering is La Mesa. La Mesa offers a more central location with access to major freeways and employment centers. For buyers who want something closer to central San Diego, it can be an attractive option. The bigger lesson is this: the best VA home is not always the cheapest home. It's the home that fits your lifestyle. But there's one mistake VA buyers make that can waste a lot of time. The condo and townhouse mistake. This is one of the most important things to understand. Not every condo or townhome in San Diego qualifies for VA financing. The VA has approval requirements for condominium communities. So you might find a property you love, make plans around it, and then discover the community is not VA approved. That can be frustrating, especially in areas like Chula Vista, East Lake, and Otay Ranch, where there are many attached housing options. Before you fall in love with the property, make sure the community works for your financing. This is the kind of detail that can save you weeks, even months of wasted time. Now let's talk about another question many veterans have. What about the VA funding fee? Well, the funding fee probably is the most misunderstood part of the VA loan. Some buyers hear about it and think, man, maybe the VA loan isn't worth it. But that's not always the case. The funding fee helps keep the VA loan program available for future generations. The amount depends on several factors, whether it's your first VA loan, your down payment, and whether you qualify for an exemption. Many veterans receiving VA disability compensation may not have to pay the funding fee, and I've helped more than a few in my career. The most important thing to understand is your personal situation. A VA approved lender can help you determine what qualifies to you, and there's one final benefit that many veterans underestimate. Your VA benefit can be used more than once. Your VA benefit is not just a one-time opportunity. For many veterans, it's a lifetime benefit. Depending on your entitlement situation, you may be able to use it again. That means your first home doesn't have to be your forever home. Maybe you buy while stationed here. Your family grows, your career changes, you move, your real estate strategy can change with you. That flexibility is one of the reasons the VA loan is such a powerful benefit. So if you're a veteran, active duty service member, or a military family thinking about buying in San Diego, here are things I want you to remember. First, the VA loan is still one of the strongest tools available for buying a home. Second, the biggest advantage is not just zero down. It's having flexibility in a market where upfront costs can be a major barrier. Third, the neighborhood matters. Chula Vista, La Mesa, and the communities throughout San Diego can make all the sense depending on your goals, your commute, and what your family needs. And finally, don't make decisions based on outdated VA loan myths. The market has changed, the rules have changed, your strategy should match where things are today. So if you're thinking about buying in San Diego, I'm happy to help you understand what your options could look like. You can call or text me directly at 858-832-9025, or there's a link in the description where you can schedule a time that works for you. I'm Corey Reels, your local real estate agent. My goal for this channel is to help you make smarter real estate decisions with honest local information, whether you're buying, selling, or just trying to understand the market. So if you want to stay updated on San Diego real estate, subscribe to this channel. Every week I'll break down what's happening in the market, the decisions that can impact your home and your future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.